Today, I see you again. Hello, dear community. Hello, dear ladies and gentlemen. I'm Natali Koval, Matchmaking Boutique by Natali Koval Possible. And I'm happy to be with you because we are talking about a very serious matter today. Strong man. We're going to talk about strong man and what Ukrainian women talk about it and what Ukrainian women want when they are saying a strong man. You see numerous um, profiles, and in those profiles they say strong man, strong man. So what is it? What is a strong man to these women? And what is it to what do they mean? How do they decipher this? And instead of wondering what it is, and instead of offering them what they don't want, we will know what they want by talking to them. What do Ukrainian women view as being an ideal male or female roles in lifelong relationship? Is this expectation divided by an age or generation gap? Is it important for them that he is more rich or more physically strong, or something else makes a bigger difference? Um, Make sure you subscribe to our channel because we are making new streams and we have new topics that are going to be absolutely great, amazing, and awesome and useful for everybody to listen. We are going to talk about relationship, what men want, what women want, how to make it work between all of them, and we are going to hear the first hand attitudes and experiences from women. So in my YouTube channel, which is Marriage by Natalie or Matchmaking Boutique by Natali Koval, you can see all the answers on relationship with Ukrainian women, on international relationship, and how to make it really cool for you. So visit our website, which is www.possible.ua. Subscribe if you aren't yet, and you can see the beautiful ladies. Today we have very special ladies speakers. The ladies are not just clients, they are attractive, accomplished, and family oriented women. They're here for a reason because they have something to say. And let's talk to them. Let's ask the ladies. They are sincere and caring. They are women clients, and in order to know who they are, I suggest you to request their profile numbers by writing to my WhatsApp. Um, the number I'm going to write right here, plus 38067232080. This is my business number, as well as my everything else number to contact me and get the answers. So text me. I want to see profile numbers of the ladies that are present, and I will reply to you personally. So our guests are, let me introduce the ladies to you, and let's start with them. So today we have Marina. Marina is tender, delicate, very talkative, and very sincere. She's got a creative mind and a lot of attention to give to her man. Thank you, Marina, for being here. We also have Victoria, who is energetic, passionate, great talker. She is working with people, so she's got many different opinions, but she has her own and is a bright one. Victoria is the first visitor. She's never been with us before, and it's a brave step. Thank you, Victoria. I'm sure she will have lots of good stuff to say. Svetlana. Svetlana is passionate. She is a star in all ways. She loves sports. She dances that I'm losing my mind when I'm watching that. She loves people. She loves children, and she loves the world. Thank you, Svetlana, for being here. And Oksana. Oksana is a charmer. She's got powerful personality. She's got great education, but she's also got very deep heart and good emotions. Um, we um, she is happy to share these emotions and her heart. And today we're going to hear all of their opinions and all their ideas. And now I would like to say that we have at the moment different gentlemen. Now, let me greet all of you here. Vida made a comment. Edward Solomon. Oh, hey, Edward. I'm happy to hear you, see you here. Guys are only writing their comments. One day we will make a live stream with guys as well. And I will show you faces with us too. That's a plan in the future. Let me plan it right. Uh, and uh, Ken, Ken C, hello. Harry, thank you so much for your wonderful comments. I will dedicate a new stream to one of them. Really, very, very good. Someone is there too. James Green, thank you for being with us. And many other guys are going to watch us. So let's start talking. I'm saying too much. So, hi guys, thank you for your comments. Thank you, for joining us. And we are beginning to talk about relationship, about the strong man. So the first question is talking about being strong. We can divide it into the following areas: physical strength, emotional power, social and economical strength, right? Intellectual strength. Let's look at each of these areas of being strong and discuss what it means to you in particular, my dear ladies. I suggest to do it so that ladies can all start talking. So we will divide the four strengths I've mentioned um and go one by one. So, Marina, what kind of physical strength are you expecting your man to have? And then each lady will talk about it. I also see Lucy, who is with us. Um, but I'm going to switch some of the ladies and will join Lucy into the stream. So, Marina, what kind of physical strength are you expecting your man to have?
Okay. Hello,
Hi.
everybody. Glad to be here with with you today. And you know why you are asking about this physical strength? I'm just thinking that a lot of women, and me personally, sometimes want to have not only men but Superman near me. But if to be more serious, I think it should be a physically healthy man, quite full of energy. And for me, as how I will understand that a man physical strength, he should do sport exercise. Yes, it could not be every day, it could be day by day or 3 times per week, but he should somehow be connected with sport. Even if he likes walking, it also could bring physical strength. So if you're speaking about physical characteristic, I answer in such a way.
Marina, if you're expecting a man to be physically fit, are you doing sports? You should do the same.
Yes, last year I fall in love with yoga, so
Ah,
I'm doing yoga quite often, probably 4 or 5 times per week. It is long exercises, like 1 hour, and other days like 15-30 minutes. So I really like yoga, and I like walking a lot. So yes, it's
well
true.
done. By the
Yes,
way, one of the gentlemen is complimenting your accent. Thank you.
thank you.
Victoria, what about you? What kind of strong man physically are you expecting?
Good evening, dear Natalie. Good evening, all dear people. It's for me. I want to say that physical strength is for me important, so that it is expressed in good physical shape, health, and male potency. Uh, the attitude to your own body also says a lot. This is my position about physical strength. As for me, I like the dance, and I want to travel and dance. This is my favorite. Uh, this is my position about physical strength.
So, thank you for telling openly that you're expecting a man to be sexually active. Thank you, Vika. Really, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
How about you, Roxanne? What matters to you? What kind of physical strength are you expecting? Roxanne, are you there? All right. Well, maybe we'll pass to Lucy. Lucy, talk to us.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah,
Thank you. For
yeah.
me, physical strength is very important, but not the main for me, uh, because many reasons. But physical strength, I mean that person treat their body in a healthy and good mood. In he or she does something for health, for physical health. As girls said, it can be at least walking, it can be gardening, it can be dancing, or some sport other which person loves. But if person enough has enough health, it's easy, it's good, it's perfect when they are doing that together. Girl and boy can do something together. For example, dancing, walking, swimming, or something like that.
Okay, thank you. By the way, Lucy, I missed introducing her. Lucy is a super clever lady. She is an aero engineer. She creates airplanes. This is the level of lady clients I represent. They are accomplished, attractive, and family-oriented women who are looking for real relationship, not playing games, not getting your money, but getting real you. Thank you, Lucy. There was a comment about to Victoria. Uh, Harry says that you don't have to be physically strong to travel or dance. Yes, well, I agree. You just have to be willing to make it. Oksana, are you with us? Are you? Oh, Oksana is out. What about you, Svetlana? What kind of physical strength are you expecting from a man?
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much, Natalia, for such attractive introducing of me. Because yes, I like sport and I like dance very much. So for me personally, it's normal to make some physical activities, and I count it. It's normal for health generally, to do some physical exercises or to be interested in some kind of sports or physical activities. It doesn't matter that men should go to sport club every day or something like this, but I would appreciate that the man with who I will be would like different activities. I mean, it can be skiing or yachting or running on something like this, because for me it's like as a way to keep body in health. So for me, it's like normal, and it's like daily routine to feel myself or other people in good health.
Thank you. Well, Harry has already noticed that the ladies are confusing health or fitness with physical strength. And thank you, Harry. I would like to say that, well, physical strength is the power the man has, the muscular power the man has to protect his woman. And like when she's being attacked by a running dog or by another man, God forbid, or just help her physically carry the bags. He's got to have enough muscle for that. When I'm interviewing numerous women, they are saying, I don't need like big volume muscles. That looks kind of hot, but it's more narcissistic, is what women are saying. It's more important on how he can use his physical strength for our relationship, to protect me or to hold me in some very passionate moments and so on. So yes, from what I have observed, women are expecting men to be physically fit and strong enough to take care of her, let's say physically. Ladies, would you like to make a comment of it, and then we will pass on to another thing? Would you like to say something? How strong do you want him to be physically? To do what?
Well, for me personally, it's the same, to be in good shape, to have good health. It's like something very, very similar. And yes, I like physically how would say
strong
strong man, yes, and I prefer to be with men who can not to be only like it's like, that it's like I have sexual maybe more men who physically strong is more attractive for me,
sexually,
like in sexual way. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Now we are telling the truth. Now we're telling the truth. Well, to be honest, guys, I've given these ladies an honesty pill, and I've told them to tell the truth and to get it on your ice bucket, on your heads if you want, because things matter, and everything in relationship that we can talk about before you enter into a relationship will make you stronger. That's why I'm making these streams for you. What kind of emotional strength are you expecting your man to have? Lucy, let's start from you. The bodybuilder, let me stop right there. Well, maybe for Svetlana, she might appreciate a bodybuilder, but she said physically strong. So I'm replying to one of the comments. The guy said that he has to be a bodybuilder, I guess. Nobody expecting you to be a bodybuilder. We're expecting you to be healthy. Go ahead, Lucy. What kind of emotional strength are you expecting?
For me, emotional strength is that a person can take his or her emotion in a correct way, can control his or her emotions, can understand and feel emotions of other person, and can reply adequately for stress, for women's emotions, what is important, because for us, for women, it's much more hard to control emotions. We are emotional creature in the world, but when men, for example, understand these kind of difficulties of our nature, it's good. But unfortunately, most of men can't understand this in general. They treat ourselves, they treat us as women as the men. Don't create this difference, don't understand this difference, and it's hard sometimes to create a nice conversation. So I think that emotional strength is mutual enough to understand and to reply correctly for emotional situation, for emotional conversation and life stress outside. It's great skill, which can help to create a nice, healthy, lovely relationship.
Ken, thank you. Ken is saying, we want to clarify, are you saying that the man should be emotionally sensitive, yes?
Yes.
Or emotionally educated? Are you talking about sensitivity or emotional intellect more?
I'm talking about both of them. It depends, emotional strength depends on both of these characteristics and skills. Some people was born with enough emotional strength, but some of us should learn.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Neil. Marina, how about you? What kind of emotional strength do you expect?
I would like to say about 2 points which I
Okay.
consider very important in emotional strengths. The first one is positive thinking. Because I think that in every situation it is a really good approach to see opportunities in relationship, in business, in every area of the life. And the second one is balance which we have inside ourselves. So we couldn't be very angry or very what is the opposite? I don't remember the word. But we can be balanced and feel and see what is going around, and it a kind of inner calm which can support us to make the right decision, to be in good relationship, not to say the wrong words, just to think before. So it's my opinion.
Thank you, Marina. I would like to add to Lucy's comments that usually men, when they see emotions, I observe the first reaction is they panic. They're thinking, why is she like so emotional? And they kind of at loss. But I want to pass a message in the emotional strength, like my wish, that the man understand that women are more emotional. They are showing more, like they are throwing more fits. Let's say sometimes we behave in a very childish, emotional way. Let me put the tags, right, to make it funny and simple. But don't buy it, guys. Just let us be emotional. And if you feel connection with us, then just let us be emotional and just let us boil. A woman's emotions is like a fire in the desert. Like boom, it burns, wind blows, and there's nothing there. So just understand this image. And next time when you see the lady you're with emotionally reacting on something, just remember the fire in the desert. see the accurate point that she wants you to change, but don't get too much involved. Thank you. Thank you, Marina, for your comment. And thank you for positive thinking, and thank you for balance. Really appreciate that. What about you, Svetlana?
Yes, I also would like to say that for me, like a woman, it's important that man, if man is calmer or calm at all, because it's allowed me to feel that he's stronger than me in this way, and I can have support from him. So for me, calmness in emotions, it's important to have possibility to keep calmness when woman, for example, is in her emotions. But also, I would like to say that it doesn't mean that men shouldn't be without emotions at all. And sensitiveness also is very important, like some kind of empathy to each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you, Svetlana. Roger Smith, thank you so much for this comment. Smith is writing that understand that an emotionally mature man has wounds inside his heart. This is why many men are emotionally closed off. They shouldn't be, but they are. And this is what we ladies forget. By the way men react, we think you are a king, something like a Titan. But when we are comparing men and women, when woman's emotions are like fire in the desert, man's emotions are like fire in the oven. It is hot for a long time, and you can cook a lot of scrambled eggs on that fire. Not even eggs, you can bake pies. And remember that, and be very delicate and careful with observing the man's emotions, and also accept and forgive man for probably not reacting immediately on things like you want. We have Victoria, who may add something else to emotional strength, and we will go forward.
What I can say that emotional strength is for me number one, because there are many emotions in our world now, and we live now with this emotional. Yes, we have many feels and emotions, and we one moment. I can say that adult emotional strong man, it seems to me, is interesting himself as a person. I think so that emotional strength is important to us for both men and women. Speaking our emotions to each other in a constructive way, we understand whether we are suitable for each other, whether we understand each other. But our emotions, we understand whether our values and the same in life. We feel good with those people who understand us and whom we understand.
Thank you. And Ken C is also making a comment that he would interpret emotional strengths, as not being controlled by his or her emotions, or not rendered helpless, useless by the emotions. Yes, we love to manipulate. We love people to do what we want, and we use that often. So, emotionally strong is being honest and being able to communicate sincerely. When a man has deep pain in his heart, he can say that. That's for me emotionally strong. If a woman is throwing a fit and she is behaving in a very, very emotional way, she can come and say, I'm sorry. That's emotional strength. And it is expected not only from me, it's expected from mature human beings who want to build happy relationships. Let's go to two more qualities because we have more questions. And I remind you, gentlemen, that right now we have 4 ladies in our group that are clients, accomplished, attractive, and family oriented women of matchmaking, which is possible. And if you want to know who they are, write me to my WhatsApp. There is a number here, and I will send you profile numbers that you can find on possible.ua website. This is my WhatsApp number that you can use, and let's go forward. So the next question is, what kind of social and economical strength are you expecting your man to have? As well as what kind of intellectual strength are you expecting him to show? So talking about social, economical, and intellectual strength. Let's go from Lucy. Lucy, can you hear us?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, super.
Social.
So intellectual is your power. So go ahead, start from there. How clever do you want a man to be?
Yeah, my man should be very clever. I
That
adore.
goes without saying.
I adore a clever man, and it's a great gift from man's side. But I like to separate clever man from wise man. It's quite different because there are lots of clever men around the world, but not too much have enough wisdom to create healthy relationship. It's quite different to be clever and to be wise, first of all. Then, yes, I love clever men. I love to support interesting conversation with them, and I like when man has encyclopedian knowledges with all part of life. I like when man can support any discussion. It doesn't matter is it political or sport or nature or environment or everything else. But I also see how man treats myself. It can be very, very clever, but loves only himself. And it's absolutely close. Everything else, everything which can be continuing. So I can see how man has which kind of behavior man can show.
Okay. But what about economical strength?
economical strengths, it's about money, it's about his достижения,
Achievements.
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 Achievements, yeah, achievements. How many men achieved in his life before our meeting? It can be much, it can be no. Sometimes there are lots of men who has not too much achievements, but they can share his money and his resources with others. But there are lots of men who has lots of achievements, many achievements, but they don't want, they are not going to share nothing with nobody. It's a great problem. Because I think when people can share something from him or her, he or her has big heart. It's much more value for me than lots of achievement around the world, lots of money and properties or something like that.
Wow. So you're saying that the economical strength of a man is in his ability to share things he has and a willingness to do that in a happy way, right?
Yeah,
Thank you.
I think
That's
so.
actually a power. And when a man knows how to do it right without wasting money, but spending it with intellect, let's say. Uh, when he is a giver, this man get matched like that. I see they care. They just ask questions. How can I make your life better? What can I do for you? They are not even asking. They see it. Okay, they see how he can. This kind of man sees how he can participate in a woman's life with little things, with big things, with anything, and can make things happen. But at the beginning of the stream, I got a very ugly comment by a guy, Vida. He says that so far, all the Ukrainian women he was connecting with were just looking for money, not for a husband. As a good husband, I can support my wife and children, but I don't want to be a sugar daddy. Well, usually, I don't know this guy personally, and I don't know who he is, but when a man has a negative attitude about money, about giving, about sharing, then he ends up, as I say, stepping on the rake, getting hit on the head by girls like that. And he's also getting that because he's choosing the wrong type of candidates. But let's talk to ladies. Thank you, Vita, for your comment. I wanted to talk about it. So, Marina, how about you? What is intellectual and economical strength for you?
I'd say yes, that the intellectual level are connected with how the man clever, but for me also very important if the man wise. And I see that we should, in relationship, people should see the things behind our behaviors. What's the reason of these behaviors? And this possibility, this characteristic like wisdom could allow us to be more patient to each other. But if we are speaking about the intellectual part, yes, it's also very important for me to have possibility to discuss different topics. I personally like psychology, I like philosophy, so I don't like politics, for example, yes, and this topic is not for me, but okay. If it would be very important for my man, I would discuss, but okay. It is probably my opinion regarding the intellectual strengths. So for me, it's not more intellectual, it's connected with our internal wisdom.
Thank you, Marina. I've also noticed from feedbacks of my lady clients after dates that if she feels that a man is more powerful in terms of intellect, she respects him more. She just puts a crown on him. He's a king. So we shouldn't underestimate the intellectual connection. It is really nowadays, with the modern world, a must-have. At least when I'm matching people, they talk a lot about it. Thank you, Marina. How about you, Svetlana? Let's hurry up and just share things that haven't been spoken before, or if women spoke about this before, just mention that I like this, and let's move forward because we have two really hot questions.
Yes, I actually agree with previous speakers. Yes, I also think that intellectual level and internal wisdom should be in some kind of connected. And for me, of course, it's important to of intelligent level of man, because it's not boring to be with with together, just talk about different things, topics, and also I think I different things, but I also have to say that it's also important for me sense of humor, and I also think that it's some kind of intellectual level to, and also unison of between two persons. So yes, it's important also, and I prefer to have such kind of man.
Thank you for the sense of humor, kind of thing. And gentlemen are writing their comments that Harry says that he would rather be considered wise than clever. Well, sure. And well, there is, Ken, I will remember your questions about weak or strong. But Edward Solomon is saying that you have to provide a better life. Why she want lesser lifestyle? Actually, nobody wants a lesser lifestyle. Women want to be stronger together. Gentlemen, I will give this answer for together. And definitely, you should want to make her happy life, and that's a known known stigma. Thank you, Victoria. Say just a few words because we've spoken about intellect, we've spoken about financial power. So, what is it for you?
As for me, social and economic strength tell me about a man's ambitions. Does he want to strive to improve the quality of his life and the life of his family? I personally constantly develop and strive to improve myself and the quality of my life. And my man, for me, is important with just such a position in life. And as for intellect strength, I think so that intellect strength must have, but we now have a lot of knowledge and information in freely в свободном доступе, freely available.
In free access.
Yes.
We have this encyclopedias that Lucy was mentioning in free access. Yes. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you for making your effort and speaking. You are saying cool stuff, really. Because we view, and I would like to summarize that, we view the man's financial power not only in what he has achieved, but his ambition. And how he can improve life for better when he is with a woman. And sure, can. Nobody's 100% well-rounded in all the subjects. But for example, in my experience, my husband is very clever in mathematics, and I have nothing to deal with this. It's just rocket science for me. But I respect him for that because I know he's like clever, and his mathematics skills, that, well, we are not talking about mathematics, but his mathematics skills are also giving him analytical type of thinking. And when I'm asking his opinion about certain things, then he can participate actively and he can suggest a solution. So you don't have to know everything. You have to use your analytical thinking, which is your strength as a man. You are more analytical, while in general we are more emotional. It's just like that. You have to have a good fit. Not everybody fit together. Does not mean either is no good person, just do not fit. Well, yes, Edward, sometimes people are not good fit, but the relationship is built on communication and figuring out how you can make yourself a good fit or make yourself a better fit. Next question is about what do women in Ukraine view as being the ideal male or female roles in a lifelong marriage? This is one of the questions of our visitors. It comes from a gentleman. So let's talk about ideal male or female role in lifelong marriage. But I'll talk about female role at the end because the same man has written his story, and I would like to share it. But let's talk about male role because this stream is to help men understand what women want better. So Lucy, what is an ideal male role in lifelong marriage? What do you view as an ideal male role in lifelong marriage? What does he have to do? What does he have to be like? And let me sorry for interruption. Let's add another part. Is this expectation divided by an age or generation gap? So to say, if the man is closer to your age, you can forgive this. If he is more mature, then it's a must-have. So let's add these two things. So what is an ideal male roles in lifelong marriage, and does it have to do something with age?
If I correctly understand, which kind of man is ideal for me?
Not man, but his actions, his role. What is he?
Yeah.
What are you expecting from him?
Oh, yeah.
And
Me,
about the age, and also add the age. What your expectations? Is it age sensitive? Age of a man, or the age difference, or it is not?
I think strength not depends on age. It depends on wish of person to do something for others. For example, if a man wants to make somebody happy, he will do it. He can do it in any age. But when man doesn't think about somebody's happiness, he wants to be only himself happy. It means that he wants somebody makes him happy, but its process can be vice versa. We can, yes, women can do something for her man. She can support him, treat him, cooking, cleaning, do everything he wants. And also, role woman is to multiply everything which man can bring in their relationship. If man brings physical power, economical, social, emotional, all power, woman can multiply all of that. But if men only expect something from women, for example, for foreigners, it's a common mistake that Ukrainian woman can come to America or around the world, any country, and do everything, absolutely everything for him without anything back. It's impossible. Every person could be happy and expect happiness, some happiness from other side. I am ready to support my man, to help him in any way, his way. But I expect from him support from him also. I can multiply his money. I can help him, for example, to investigate in anything good. I have good intuition, and I can do many for him. But if he wants to do it only for himself, it wouldn't work in general. I can sing song or lullaby for him if he needs it, but if he doesn't want to do something from my side, it wouldn't work. Yes, it will work for sometimes. It will. He can use my all my skills, all my wise, all my emotional involved in the process of relationship, but I expect from him that he will have wish to share his life, his strengths with me in full.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lucy. How about you, Marina? What do you view as being an ideal male role? And does it depend on the age?
Well, for me, very important when we are speaking about the role, like take care of women. And it is really important. It doesn't mean, for example, that women can earn money, but it covers all areas of life, like supporting her in some decisions, be with her to make her happy. So this is very important thing from my point of view. And what sometimes I see that there is no enough respect to women, and I think that ideal man should respect women and accept her wishes, hear her wishes, and try to make her as happy as he could to make her. And also, if we are speaking about the going to the other country, we should understand that the man shouldn't expect that the woman come and will pay for herself. There should be a responsibility of men to provide women good house, condition of living, and other stuff, because sometimes you can meet with situations that they are thinking that they should come and live like they are in your native country, and it sometimes couldn't be possible. So responsibility in relationship, it should be as well very important.
Thank you. How about you, Svetlana? Thank you, Marina. Thank you, dear. How about you, Svetlana? What are your expectations from an ideal man? Actions and age.
For me, like ideal role of male's role, it I see that it's some kind of leader of family. It means that he can take responsibility to lead family, and this is about different ways. It doesn't mean that it's only financial part of family, for example, because I believe that um, ну, гармоничные
Harmonious
harmonious
relationship.
harmonic relationship. It's
Harmonious,
responsibility responsibility of both. But for me, I prefer when I can see that man can lead. I can share why I can say now this, because I have a son, and I live and lead. I lead my family alone now, and I understand how it's not even difficult, but it's about responsibility. And of course, I'm searching and I'm looking for in men's also this not even possibility, but readiness to do this. It's some kind of this about real ideal male role.
Thank you.
And about age, actually, for me, I think that it's not like big problems, but I mean that it's not the reason that can make family not successful.
Okay. Okay, so you will date a guy who is 20 years old. Huh?
Excuse me?
You will date a guy who is 20 years older, won't you?
20?
Uh-huh.
No, 20, no.
Okay.
But much more younger, yes.
15? 15?
No. Probably I don't understand now your question. Can you repeat?
Will you date a man who is 20 years older?
Older?
Yes. Than you are.
Older.
Yeah.
Yes, I think yes.
Okay. Oh, well, yeah.
Yes, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Excuse me, I didn't catch the question firstly.
Okay. All right, guys. See, Svetlana, she's giving hope to guys who are mature, responsible, and maybe 20 years old. Thank you. Victoria, how about you? What is your vision of an ideal male role, and does it have to do with age?
As for me, I think so that role of man for me maybe at first we must love each other, and we must like each other and understand of emotionally emotions, and man maybe a leader of family. Yes, it must have a man and ответственный, как сказать?
Responsible. That's what
Responsible.
You meant to say. Responsible. Yes.
Responsible of your life and life of your family. And as for to answer about Если я правильно поняла, разница в возрасте, да? Об этом речь?
Да, относится ли это к разнице в возрасте? Может быть, к мужчинам старше, у тебя другие?
Мгм. Это то, что касается меня, правильно я поняла?
Yes,
Мгм.
yes, it's about you. Yes.
As for me, I think so that for me, man near my age, да,
Yeah,
возраст,
closer to my age, yes.
or more, most, or
Older.
more,
Or older.
or more older, yes.
Or old. Mhm.
I think so that as for me is very good.
Okay.
This my position. Yes.
Very good. Victoria, thank you very much. I would like to come back to traditional roles and describing the traditional roles again, because the role of a man is usual in the traditional family values that he protects, he provides, he gives status to his woman, and he takes the responsibility. But let me say just quickly that we're not expecting to yeah, for him to take all the responsibility, or to translate all the responsibility on a man. We are responsible for our own lives, for our decisions, for the children that we raise. We are both responsible, but we advise for the man, and we want him to take the final say. That's the man's job. That's what we mean by he's taking responsibility. And the woman, the ideal woman's role is she is loyal to her man. She is living within the financial means that he provides. She's caring. She's creating emotional atmosphere which is positive and relaxing for him, for both of them actually, not adding stress. And that's it. So when we can float inside and make the most of it, then the family happens. I see hundreds of families like this that I have helped match. But my comment about the age, that we are expecting a man who is more mature also to have more resources, especially when he's approaching women. Because age in Ukrainian mentality means status, means wisdom, and if you have status and wisdom and intellect, then you are almost automatically financially secure. And when there is a bigger age gap, women are expecting a man to use that extra strength that he has and be more generous, be more giving, not to buy a woman, but to show that besides his wisdom, he is smartly sharing the resources that he has. And if everything else is good, then he can be a better partner than somebody else. The overall thing that it comes to a man that women are expecting, guys, I have good news for you. Because as long as you are honest, loving, and proactive, you get the girl. Honest goes without saying. Yeah, you build trust. You are exposing yourself in a very sincere way. You are not manipulating. Uh, you are not making false promises. You are not faking your status. You're emotionally available. You live in the real world. That's being honest for us. When you are loving, you are attracted to a woman, and you show it in a genuine way. You show it with your emotions, and you are loving. You're just doing things for each other. And proactive means you are showing the initiative. You initiate communication. You lead in certain things. You lead in creating the meetings. You start participating actively in her life, understanding what can I do to make it easier for her. can I bring her something, or can I do something for her? And very often, doing something for a woman is more important than bringing something for a woman. But all this matters. So when you're honest, loving, and proactive, you are husband material and you are strong. That's the message that I wanted to give you. There's one more comment and we are going to finish. uh, Harry, thank you for your compliments about my English. I'm a linguist by education, English and Spanish languages. Thank you. There was a comment that I promised to read. Let me find it real quick. So, hmm. Oh my God. All right. Uh, I can't find the comment that one of the visitors wanted me to say at the end. Uh, really can't find it real fast. So if it's really important, please copy it to me again while I'm reading this message that one of the subscribers has written, because he's happily married to a Ukrainian woman. Yes, again, a man doesn't need to show off to be seen as strong. Exactly. So, do we know what men want? So, this stream is not only for men, but also for women to practice their English, to listen to what men want. And when a woman thinks of a strong, when a man thinks of a strong woman, what he needs. So, a woman who will not try to leave her husband in difficult times, but will always be there for him to face all problems together, motivate and encourage him so they can both fight and help each other to overcome any financial and emotional problems that life might throw at them. We don't like Ukrainian women who just try to leave when problems arise. I don't know such women. We don't like and don't want Ukrainian women who think that because we live in the West, we are very rich and everything they want, we should just provide with snapping the fingers. We work hard here and we earn things through hard work. Ukrainian women also need to learn and do their homework about life in the West, the mentality and culture. More often, Ukrainian women ask too much from foreign men to know everything about their culture, while they don't bother to know a thing about Western man culture. It is high time that they tried as well to educate themselves about Western culture and mentality. This way, they will not be surprised after marriage that everything is not like the way it's portrayed in Western Europe for the US movies. Ukrainian women, and I know this for a fact, feed their minds with way too much American TV series, and they tend to live in a fictional world. I am married to a Ukrainian woman myself, but it hasn't been an easy road at the beginning. Now we are both very happy and we have beautiful kids. To answer this comment, I should say that yes, there is a tendency like this when a woman is considering herself a super diva. She's popular with men. She places her ad on the matchmaking site or marriage agency just for the fun of it, just to see more guys. And she has her specific criteria, but she goes out with many guys just because sometimes she has time for that. Or maybe she's practicing English, or maybe the agency bribes her to do that. But in matchmaking boutique possible, you are dealing with conscious Ukrainian women. I told you before, they are attractive, accomplished, and family-oriented women. And all of this that the man described is what we are preaching, what I am promoting in the Matchmaking Boutique Possible. And you can see that in the things that women are saying. And well, mm, women learn how to be good partners. They are um, spending a lot of time coming to our speaking clubs, participating in our offline events to know much more. And they read a lot of books, by the way, to know much more about Western culture. This is the real world, and we stick to it. Now, the last question from Harry is an easygoing and relaxed man seen as a weak man? So let's just say really quickly, relaxed and easygoing. Do you see him as a weak man, Marina? Hello.
Natalie, can you repeat?
Okay. Is a relaxed and easygoing man seen as a weak man?
No.
No.
For me,
Okay,
no.
because
Uh, because it's some kind of his way of living. But it doesn't mean that no, I mean that it's like it can be just his personal characteristic, but it doesn't mean that he shouldn't be responsible in different parts of life also.
okay. How about you, Svetlana? Relaxed and easygoing. Is he weak?
I already told you.
Yes. So that was you, right? I don't see you. So, Marina, how about you, or maybe Lucy? Who is there? Who's available? Who wants to? Oh, Marina is there. Yes, please.
Yes, I'm here. I think that sometimes it could be yes, he is weak, and sometimes not. Why I saying yes? Because I don't believe then in every time of the life person could be easygoing and relaxed. Sometimes some situation which require more responsibility or sometimes stress, and it will be change the behavior of the person. But again, agree with Svetlana that sometimes is it if it is approach to life, and it could be.
Thank you. How about you, Lucy? Do you consider being easygoing and
Yeah,
relaxed as weak?
um, when you asked the question, I remembered my schoolmate who is always relaxed and always easygoing, but he is a very successful man. And I think it's not always the same weakness and easygoing with relaxing. But yes, girls are right that sometimes we should be strength,
Strong.
strength, strong, yes. And sometimes it's necessary in life, but relaxed and easygoing can show us that a person can do everything with master degree, easy and happy without any stress. And there are some people, but it's not most of us.
Okay. Victoria, will you add something to this?
Natalie, I need your help
Okay.
to translate this question, please.
Если он расслабленный и такой легкий, видишь ли ты это как слабость? Такой простяцкий и расслабленный. Это слабость для тебя?
This это состояние, this this relaxing for all times on or any times.
Any times.
Any times. for me, any times if it any times it's well, but как это? Главное, чтобы это было не всегда, не всю жизнь.
So that it doesn't happen all the time.
Yes.
Okay,
thank
that,
you.
you kind of join the lady's opinion. Well, it's I will say, Harry, and by the way, thank you very much for all your comments that you have written to my announcement of the stream. I really appreciate your input there. Uh, my thinking about this, easygoing and laid back, is more about the general being relaxed. It's more about his attitude to life and modus vivendi, I would say. Uh, some women see it as a weakness because we have a stigma that we have to be stressed at certain times. But overall, it what comes out of it. If there is a fire and you are relaxed and you can save the kids, that's, you're not adding stress. But if there is uh, like economical stress and a man is not doing anything, is not looking for solutions, women see it as a weakness because he is losing power when he's not being relaxed about something that is in the area of man's responsibility. Is something that killed a lot of Ukrainian families because just men shifted the responsibility to women's shoulders. And that's why you may hear comments of women as this being seen as a weakness. Well, we are way over with our timing. Um, well, it gets interesting, but we're finishing the stream. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your wonderful time, for your comments, for your sincere answers, for the sex that some of our ladies added to the physical power for men. Really, thank you for your honesty. Make sure, ladies and gentlemen, that you subscribe to Matchmaking Boutique by Natali Koval YouTube channel. It's also can be found on It's Marriage by Natali on YouTube. And visit our website, www.possible.ua. Our rebranded website. Ladies know our agency as Marriage by Natali, which is now possible.ua. There is a lot of information. You can share this to your friends and you can welcome your friends to join us too. I'm excited because I'm going to bring more subjects to our topics. We're going to talk about the differences between dating a Ukrainian man and a foreigner and what Ukrainian men can do better that foreigners don't do and suck actually in relationship and fail. Um, Also, we're going to talk how man can be his own enemy in relationship and what kind of things are sabotaging relationship and men don't pay attention to this. I'm going to write all these questions and I'm going to be announcing new streams. Please stay with us, join our conversations, and thank you, dear guys. Thank you, dear ladies. I love you. Everything is possible. When you are making conscious effort to change your life, anything is absolutely possible. And I will help you with it. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.